So in today's GTA 5 PC mods video, I'm actually going to be showing off this awesome Formula 1 car, which is actually the Red Bull sponsored Renault, with the Formula 1 track made by Albag on the GTA 5 mods site. Now these things go perfectly hand in hand together. This is the first time they've actually shown off a proper racetrack on the channel, which is actually made with a specific purpose of being F1 styled. So not only do we have the track, we also have the car, and now I'm going to be the racer, taking this thing around the track and showing off the track and the car as we go. While trying not to crash, because this thing is extremely fast and the track is extremely difficult. There's some very windy bits, some very tight bends, so it's going to be my job to show you guys around the track without crashing. So, if you guys do end up enjoying the video, be sure to go and drop a like down below, as it really would help me out as always. Now let's go. So you guys just got a first glimpse of the track for a start in that first little intro bit. But actually, the main thing about this track that makes it so creative is also that it has a huge pit stop area. We're actually going to go into the side here, and we're actually going to go into the pits of the racetrack and show off kind of all of the detailing that the creator Albag has actually put on this map. So we're going to get out of our car here, and you can see how much stuff there is going on. There's lights everywhere, there's these canopies here, there's jacks, there's tyre walls. You can see a couple of guys working on the car there while people stand around and take pictures. All of this just within the Xero gas fuel station. You can see over here someone's hammering a canopy, or more specifically into thin air. You can see people here just taking pictures and looking at the cars. It looks like we've got a television camera there filming what looks to be the one of the drivers here. It looks like they've actually, on some of these guys, they've actually had to use different models with kind of strange outfits to somewhat represent the F1 racers, which I thought was still a pretty creative idea, even if all of them aren't quite perfect. I still like it a whole lot. We have more items, we have more tools and stuff around here. We have these huge things like the jack there, or the winch, the tyres there, spare engines, a guy with a checklist looking at another one of the cars. Over here we actually have a musician being filmed by the TV cameras as well, and a load of photographers. We have a Merryweather guy. But something that you guys may not have noticed is that we actually have Trevor passed out drunk on the floor. We have Michael here standing to the side watching, and we have Franklin actually having a cigarette over there. I didn't know he smoked. But you can see that we have a guy on the guitar, a guy on the bongos, and overall it looks like they're having a pretty nice time. In the game you can actually hear the music. It sounds pretty good. We have what looks to be one of the racers over here, I believe, actually it's a cycling jersey. But nonetheless it still looks somewhat realistic. It's not quite perfect, as we don't of course have any F1 drivers in the game. We've got some mechanics around, we've got a security guy there. Over here we've got a bit more security. We've actually got a mechanic taking some money out of the bank. And you can see here, we've actually got another 4 of the F1 cars. It's just really creative area, very detailed, so much detailing and styling to everything. With all of the mechanics items, we have all of the tools like the winches and the jacks here. And all the photographers kind of animated, taking pictures of the other drivers, taking pictures of the cars. Just a really cool dynamic scene, and I really liked it. So we're actually going to jump back in our car now, and we're actually going to go back out onto the track, leaving the pits. And you can see that you don't just have to reverse back out and come back the way that we came. This is a proper map, and it's actually styled it as you would an actual pit lane. So you can actually go out here, and actually follow the track around, build up your speed here, and rejoin the track further up. Now this car is very difficult to handle. There's no way that you can really get this thing to top speed, barring maybe the one straight area on this map. It's very, very difficult to actually get any speed with this without rapidly spinning out. You can see me braking around every corner. It's very finicky. It's very difficult to actually get this thing to go exactly where you want it. Around the corner there, I barely turned, and you can see that I span out so quickly. When you install this mod when you use OpenIV to get this actual Red Bull car, you actually replace the handling meta file with it. So that's kind of what gives it the special properties, is it does in fact replace the Zentorno. But I really, really like the track. It's something very original. I haven't really seen this in the game before. We've seen other racetracks nonetheless, but none of them have ever been really styled about a particular type of racing, in this case F1. And I just find that pretty exciting. I'd love to see what more this guy makes. He makes racetracks very, very regularly. He's actually said he's going to be trying to port this to the community races mod, so you can actually have opponents on the map also driving cars with you. You can be racing around the track. Now I don't know how well that's going to work out with such tight lanes, as you can see there. Around there, there's no way that you can get 2 cars, so we can just about get 1. So I can't wait to actually try that out if he does end up porting it like he said he would, or actually try it with other racers, also in F1 cars, trying to battle it out on this track. I think it's a really detailed track. I know I keep saying that it's detailed, but we have all of these lights here, we have all the spotlights. Around every corner you have the tyre walls with arrows on them, as opposed to just the standard black tyre walls. And everything kind of makes sense. It's similar to an F1 track in so much as you do have these tight turns, but there are bits where you can kind of pick up speed. But the only place you can actually get to fully top speed in this car without having any risk of crashing is pretty much just in this tunnel, and then I crashed. But it's pretty much just in that tunnel. I guess coming out of here you can, but you're still kind of building up speed as you go through the cross section here. But overall, this map is very, very creative. I'm very impressed by it. It's just something about it. While it's not anything insane, it's not anything like completely revolutionary, it's still just a racetrack. There's just something about it that I find really, really cool, very exciting, and very kind of creative to really have it themed when he also says to download this car with it, so that it all makes sense kind of in the context of F1. You have all the photographers standing around at a few of the corners. Oh my god. I have a few of the photographers standing around at the corners, the reporters there, and the TV cameras. Overall, it just seems like a really dynamic scene, and I can't wait for this to get ported to community races. We can actually try it out with other players, or other AI members, to actually have a proper race on this track. And when he does port it, if he does port it, I'll be sure to bring you guys a video on that, because I'll be very excited to try it out for myself. So, if you guys did end up enjoying this video, be sure to go and drop a like down below, as it really would help me out. As always, as you know, subscribe for more videos just like this coming very soon. Leave a comment telling me what other things you'd like me to feature, maybe about this mod or other mods or other GTA 5 content in this game. And finally, follow me on Twitter, there'll be a link in the description down below, where I post more daily, real life, graphic design, or GTA 5 content. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys all very much for watching. My name has been Flair, signing out.